Welcome Libra, this is Regina Pacific Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your August reading for the month, general reading with the Xultun deck. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross and clarifying with the Egyptian deck. This is Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, North Node, or any placements in any sign. You're welcome to join if you believe there's value for you in this reading. So what is up for Libra in the month of August? The situation is the Knight of Cups. The challenge is the Three of Swords. The Four of Cups in the position for the goal. And the foundation is the Nine of Cups, and the past is the Seven of Jades, and the future is the Eight of Jades. In the position for you, Libra, is the Eight of Cups. The environment is the Strength card. The hopes and fears is the Devil, and the likely outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. Sometimes I do use the word Jades for Pentacles in this deck, and for Wands, sometimes I use the word, whatever their word is. You don't have Wands here. So the Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, and this gives me information about the overall energy of this reading. The Two of Swords is an indication that you're contemplating two alternative paths, two alternative ways forward. You're doing it in a way that does not necessarily force you to make a decision, but it does encourage you not only to look at these paths as possible ways to integrating your behaviors into a goal or a plan, but also there is a need for you to survey uncharted territory, move into an area that you haven't moved before, or look at the options that are available beyond the two choices that seem apparent. So we're going to start, Libra, with the situation card, which is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is leading you on an emotional quest. I hope you can see this card. This is your desire to explore your feelings, your needs, and your desires. And this is coming from a place of passion, but on the terms of your emotional fulfillment. So this is a romantic quest to explore your own desires, your heart's desires. That is crossed by the Three of Swords, which tells me that you have suffered some disappointments, a sense of loss, a rejection of some sort. And this also indicates that this is temporary. These disappointments can be changed, they can be moved, but it is in the context of your own satisfaction. So it's interesting, you have several cups here in your goal house. You have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is very much about attempting something that you want very much, pursuing something you want very much, but your methods have not been successful so far, and you are dissatisfied. You're discontented with your progress to date. So much discontented, so turned off by your disappointments that you're ignoring a possible solution and a piece of that satisfaction, of that accomplishment that is right in front of you. So you have been turned off by your failures rather than become open to the possibility of success. This card does indicate the need for some patience and recognizing how far you've come. In your house of the foundation is the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is very much about your emotional satisfaction. You are strong and stable within your own confines. This can be your home, this can be your past, this can be something that you are successful in, but it very much indicates that you are in your own garden. This is your ability to sustain yourself and be independent and to be satisfied with your own abundance. In the past, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which indicates your need in the past to draw very clear boundaries, to delineate the spaces in which you are willing to invest your resources. So this comes from an evaluation of your resources, looking at what you have and what ways in which you want to utilize those resources and move forward. In the immediate future, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which really builds off of the Seven. You have a 7, 8, and a 9 here. So this is an interesting kind of progression that you're going through right now. The Eight of Pentacles, as many of you know, is about working hard, applying yourself to the process of your craft, taking absolute pleasure and applying your detailed attention to all aspects of the thing you are creating. And this indicates your training on the road to mastery and that sense of accomplishment and hard work that you are undergoing right now. And here we have the Eight of Cups. So we have a mix of jades and cups that are indeed leading in a progression. Eights are always numbers of a certain kind of success and frustration because we're so close to success. The Eight of Cups here indicates that you have poured your energy in the past into something that is no longer satisfying to you, that you're turning away from something that you've put a lot of work into because you are looking for meaning or the ultimate meaning, the purpose elsewhere. You're not necessarily leaving this in order to resolve this. You are accepting to some extent peace and finding acceptance with the way things were. But you're satisfied now to leave this behind and move elsewhere to seek meaning and purpose. In your environment, you have strength. And it's very clear to me, Libra, in this reading that you are requiring a lot of strength to stay so closely to a path that you're on. The 7, the 2 8s, and the 9, and ultimately we have a 10 in the outcome are really showing me that you are really powering through. It has taken a tremendous amount of courage for you to stay consistently focused on this path moving forward. So this is a path that very much realizes your desires in the material world, but in order to push forward has required a lot of courage, and that has been difficult. In your environment, there has been a lot that you have had to withstand in terms of the disappointments, the rejections, and the denials that we have seen in the Three of Swords. So this card indicates, of course, that you have that strength, but it's more a strength of purpose. It's more a courage. It's a more of a standing strong and given more credence by the presence of the Devil card in your hopes and fears. So you are really breaking out. This card shows me out of a place of satisfying others, being in a position in which Your frame of reference was the expectations of others, and fulfilling the expectations and the needs of others has limited your sense of agency, your power, and even your desire to move forward. You feel imprisoned here, and you are instead wanting very much to break out of this prison, to reestablish your responsibility to self and the fulfillment of your needs. The outcome, the Ten of Pentacles, is kind of like the ultimate wish fulfillment card. This is the establishment of everything you want on your own terms in a way that satisfies you. Because it's pentacles, it means it has a life on earth. This is a comfortable home. This is a loving family. This is legacy. This is inheritance. This is sharing what you have with generations. And it's also a sense of achievement, success, and accomplishment. Because it's a 10, it's the end of a journey that you have gone through. But you have really had to redefine the terms of your success on your own terms. Let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles with the Egyptian deck. The Nine of Wands. The Nine, the Hermit card. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Justice card. It's the Strength in this deck. So you will notice that this card, the 11, is the Strength card, and in this deck, the 8 is the Justice card, or the Strength card. And it's important to note that one of the ways in which the architects of the Tarot decided to discourage those with malintent was to switch the 8 and the 11th card, the Justice and Strength, back and forth in the hope that it would delay or distract those with poor intent, not the best of intent, to pursue the path of the initiate. So in this deck, they are different, but this is nonetheless the Strength card. And this is the Page of Swords. So let's look at this with regards to the Ten of Jades. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is very much your ability, again, to work hard. It's a little bit of a reflection of not just the 2 8s here and the Nine of Cups. Here you've worked hard, but you're pretty beat up. You've gone through a lot, you've invested a lot, and now you're exhausted, but you're very close to the end. You're very close to the 10. You're just a step away, and you are more determined than ever. This shows me that you are absolutely unstoppable, certainly reinforced by the Strength and reinforcement of the Strength card. A double dealing means that this has required a tremendous amount of courage. This has required you to say no over and over again. And this is the result of your ability to say no, to discourage, and to not allow yourself to be distracted from your goals and your sense of desire and responsibility to fulfill your own needs. And the Page of Swords is again an openness to exploring, an openness to finding inspiration in new spaces. And I'm sensing very much that this inspiration, this quest, this desire to explore new ideas is very much leading you back to where we started, the Two of Swords, where you now have the courage and the ability, the determination to move to uncharted waters. and there's the Ace of Swords underneath. So we're definitely seeking inspiration here. I'm going to leave it there, Libra. I'm going to thank you for your presence here. Again, I'm Regina from Pacific Tarot. Please like, share, subscribe, and gentle comments are welcome. Until next time, namaste.